we need to kick nuclear out. So if Cat Swift, front and center.
All right, well, thank you all for coming out for the worldwide nuclear protest going on, hopefully around the world. And in San Antonio, we're here at Gallista Gallery on South Flores, next to the lovely railroad tracks, and hopefully we won't get too interrupted by the blaring of the horns. So I'm going to try to mix some people's comments together with my own and give you a little background and where we're at and what's going on and what you can do as a resident of this fine city we live in. So sometimes impossible is just an opinion. Prior to the accident at 3 Mile Island nuclear reactor, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission determined that such an accident was impossible. Sequence of events at reactors in Japan are similarly proving that just saying something is impossible does not make it so. An 8.9 earthquake hits a reactor designed for a 7.3 maximum earthquake. The earthquake takes out the first line of defense, and then came a tsunami which took out the second line of defense. And so what Japan said couldn't happen when they went to Chernobyl, said that can't happen here, is now experiencing that it can happen anywhere. And nuclear power, while it may be cleaner than coal on the outtake, uranium mining is not clean and has contaminated parts of Texas. It has contaminated indigenous tribal lands in Arizona, New Mexico, probably in Colorado as well. So we have to look at this from a full sustainability perspective.
Okay, at 2 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Lang. Cindy Wheeler with Energía Mía sent some remarks. She couldn't be here tonight, but she has a few brief words she'd like to share with us. She says that we realize that even in the most technologically sophisticated society, accidents happen. With a complex technology like nuclear, an accident can produce consequences that are catastrophic and irreversible. Citizens will bear the brunt of risks that technologies might bring. And by citizens, she means, I think, every human person, whether they're legally here or not. Citizens should be interested in where their energy comes from and included in the decision-making process. The citizens of Japan are now taking the consequences of risks they didn't get to choose, and it could happen to any of us. Cindy Wheeler, Energía Mía.
Thank you. Okay, usually at a rally, we try to say stirring words that'll get people excited, get your blood going. I don't think this is the time to do that because our brothers and sisters over in Japan are suffering horribly. The earthquake was bad, the tsunami was horrible, but the nuclear accident was absolutely ghastly and still is being so. We don't know exactly how much harm that's going to do. We know it's going to do a lot of harm. And so my first plea is that we, in all solidarity, feel the weight of the suffering of the Japanese people. And I don't know what we can do to help, but anything that we can do to help would be good. I don't think sending them money right now is what's needed, but we can at least send them our good wishes, and we can link arms with them, especially those of them that think maybe Japan has embarked on a bad course. They've got a lot worse problems than we do in terms of finding other sources of energy, because they don't have coal, they don't have oil, they don't have gas, so they really have got a problem. And all we can do is hope that they will work harder to develop the resources necessary to not have such a reliance on nuclear. Now, here in San Antonio, thank goodness, we're not alone. We've got people all over the world, in France, in Germany, in all the countries that have nuclear power, there are also people that are standing up and trying to get them to stop polluting our atmosphere and our land and so forth. And the problem is, we're going to hear, and I've already heard that, well, we can insure against a meteor, I guess, but we shouldn't have to have that kind of safety. Meaning that the odds are so tiny that anything like this will happen again, that we shouldn't put that into the mix. Well, first of all, we know they're not that tiny. Secondly, nobody can calculate the odds any more than they can calculate any other black swan event. So what should we be doing? Well, this is our opportunity, at least, that it's so dramatic and so horrible that at least we're getting a chance to talk to the public. And I think what we can do is talk in a very sober way about the risk of nuclear power. Yes, catastrophes, because that's what gets everybody excited, but also the smaller Chernobyls that happen so often.